John Beaudin from Rock History Music. How is everyone tonight? Want to make sure my mic is... Oh, there it is. Let's fix that. Got to check the microphone just in case. We do this every single day. It's Rock History. Our big channel is Rock History Music, which is the one with 100,000 subscribers. But we wanted to fatten this channel up a little bit and do what it was intended to do from the very beginning, which was Today in History. Oh, look, you can see right through my Genesis logo because it's green. Ah, that's professionalism. That's the kind of product you get on this channel. There you go. Anyway, hence the title, by the way, if it's your birthday today, because it is a Today in History thing. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. A lot of things happened today. A lot of people were born on September 8th. And if you know someone whose birthday is September 8th, you might want to share this on their timeline. Here we go. If only both of their lead singers weren't dead. I would like to see this band continue. I would have loved to see more from the Cars. I saw them in concert once. They were unbelievable. It was the Candio tour, I do believe. New wave, post-punk, power pop. That's how Killer's Brandon Flowers introduced them when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There they are. He was born on this day in 1947. He was the first of the singers to die, Benjamin Orr. He was born Benjamin Orzechowski in Lakewood, Ohio. He would have been 75 years old today. Always loved his singing. Was a fan of his. There he goes. Born in, okay, what would we got here? We're going to talk about the other lead singer in a second, by the way. So let's talk about the Cars. They were formed in 1976, and the guys, Elliot Easton on lead guitar. He is 68 years old. Greg Hawkes, he's the guy in the middle of this picture on keys. He's 69 years old. There's only three remaining, right? David Robinson on drums. He's 73 years old. And this is how you pronounce the name. Rick Ocasek. That's how you say it. Don't argue with me. That's how he himself pronounced it. He told Brandon Flowers before the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, it's Ocasek. Ocasek, not Kasich. Ocasek. Everyone says Ocasek. But it's Ocasek. You got it? Okay. On vocals, rhythm and guitar. He died in 2019. He was 75 years old. And he was the oldest member of the band. And of course, Ben on bass and vocals. When Rick died, I remember I said it right on the obituary. Then I did another thing on him after, just to basically clear away the name thing, which is kind of an important thing if someone passes away, right? Yeah, I think so. The site Classic Rock History said there was one thing about the Cars that was kind of interesting. In that era of music, you had bands that made them very, very distinctive, right? Like incredibly distinctive. Boston had the guitars, right? As far as being really, really distinctive. U2 had the guitars from The Edge and Bono's vocals. I mean, there was more to the band, but what really stuck out in people, and the Police had the same thing with Andy Summers on guitar, Sting's very distinctive vocals, Stuart Copeland on drums. They had everything. But as the magazine said, the Cars with all their members came up with something that made them like so incredibly unique, and you knew you heard them when you did, right? Oh, someone just sent me a Patreon. Thank you. And someone just sent me a donation on PayPal. If you want to support the channels, you can do that at the very top of the description. That's how because one of these takes all day to make, right? So a little inspiration is always a good thing. So long before MTV, the Cars kind of carved their way into our music bloodstream, it seems. Their debut album was 78, 6 times platinum. It's their biggest selling album, by the way. That's in the US alone. Hits like Just What I Needed, My Best Friend's Girl, and Good Times Roll. They had a nice big fat, almost a Queen-like background vocals. Like, remember, Let the Good Times. I remember thinking that reminiscent of Queen. But they did things very, very differently from Queen. They were their own band. Candio sold less, but still 4 million. And their biggest hit at that point was Let's Go, which peaked at number 14. It's All I Can Do was on there as well. And the title track, oh, Candio. Have you heard the title track to Candio? Listen, after this, just go listen to it. It's such a rocker. It's a driving song. It'll get you a speeding ticket. Panorama was a dip. It went platinum, and it only had a minor hit with Touch and Go. The fourth album, was a slight comeback. Shake It Up was certified double platinum, and it was first album for the Cars to have 5 singles, but only one of them was a hit, which is the title song. It peaked at number 14. Heartbeat City, that was the album that everyone remembers, right smack in the middle of the video generation. It was released in 84. It had 6 singles, 5 hits. Listen to this. You Might Think, number 7. Magic, number 12. Drive with Benjamin Orr and lead vocals was their biggest hit of all time, peaked at number 3. Hello Again peaked at number 20. And then there was Why Can't I Have You, which did not chart. But a big, big, big album for the band. In April 2000, Orr was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He was hospitalized, but he continued to tour. He had his own band called Big People, and they toured on music festivals and state fairs. He just wanted to keep going. He reunited with the Cars, and that's him second from right. He was not looking very good, but that was the last time he reunited with them in Atlanta for an interview that was promoting the Rhino Records release of the Cars live on video. You can tell there he's literally dying. It's kind of sad. I almost didn't include that picture. Orr died of pancreatic cancer at his house in Atlanta on October 4th, 2000 at the age of 53. Big People members from that band were with him when he passed away. He made his final performance 6 days before he died with Big People in Anchorage, Alaska. Like, wow. Rick Ocasek wrote and recorded a song called Silver as a musical tribute to Orr. It appeared on his solo album from 2005 called Nexterday. The Cars reunited 10 years after, got back together with their 7th and final studio album, Move Like This. The reason I didn't mention the other albums is they didn't really do that well. In May 2011, Orr was given a special thanks on the liner notes, Ben, your spirit is with us on this one. You remember this. Who could forget this moment, right? On a totally different topic, but very relatable. Phoebe Cates taking off her top, moving in stereo by the Cars in the background from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, one of the greatest moments in films, according to most guys on the planet. It was a good moment. In 1932, country singer Patsy Cline was born on this day, speaking of today in history. In Winchester, Virginia, she died on March 5th, 1963. Patsy Cline was only 30 years old. And in 1960, same year as me, singer-songwriter Amy Mann from Till Tuesday was born. There you go. The Cars, what a band. They always brought me to a nice place. I think XTC opened for them, if I remember. I used to think XTC, the memory plays tricks on you, opened for Angel Vinyl World. Another band that we no longer see is Outfield. Yep. Angel Vinyl World. Heartbeat City is awesome. My favorite, hands down. It is for a lot of people. That and the first one usually come up. It's like when you talk to Zeppelin fans, people will say, well, Zeppelin's a tough one. A lot of folks will say Zeppelin 1. More people say Zeppelin 4. Or they'll say Physical Graffiti. Or they'll like Houses of the Holy because of it's a kind of granola-ish more than the other ones, right? More acoustic. But it kind of depends who you talk to. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hey, Mark Burchett, thanks for coming on, buddy. We do these late because a lot of these take an awful long time to do. And that's kind of the reason. If you want to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can help us out. Enjoy doing this. I gotta say, every single day it's a lot of work. It's an insane amount of work, but I kind of like it. I'm learning things every day when I do it too. So take care of yourself, guys. Thanks for joining us. Rock History Book, John Beaudin.